Hello viewers, I'm SB and welcome back to Pyre. So the bad news is that the AI got better at the game much faster than I did. The good news is, because our plan is reliant on us sort of overwhelming the current existing governing bodies of the Commonwealth, we've actually probably done a very good job of weakening them. By the time we get out, there's not even going to be much of a Commonwealth to fight anymore. You know, it's a silver lining, but you have to really want to see it. Alright, let's play some right. As the sky begins to darken over the cairn of Haub, you see one of your adversaries, clad in the colors of the Fate, step forward. Where's Lay? She arrives on cue, and overjoyed to be so. Oh, hi, Elmer, hello! Father asked me to salute you and the Nightwings, so here I am. Consider yourselves saluted. Oh, okay. And may the scribes watch over you and Mr. Oldheart. They shall do no such thing. Know that I am only doing this to ease Father's worries, such as I can. But when night falls, you are all my adversaries, nothing more. He walks away even as the darkness grows, and the stars begin to shine. Alright, I gotta step my game up, you know? I'm doing a bad job. After your adversaries grasp the orb, their auras shall slowly shrink rather than immediately vanishing. We've not traditionally had too much of a problem with Delbert. I think we can probably run Shax. I'm not sure how much of an issue this would really be. I'm just thinking that, like, usually we deal with ball carriers. I guess, I was going to say usually we deal with them by aura casting, but I guess that's kind of dependent on what team we bring, isn't it? You know, let's just run Shax. 10%'s good enough. Alright, so we need Volfred to get some enlightenment. I'm not sure who else we really want to run. Probably Gilman. It's been a while since we've run Gilman. He's got a lot of inspiration.
Too bad you failed to rid yourself of yet another one last time.
Yeah.
Your adversaries, the Fate. As with you, they must be very desperate for their freedom.
Desperate's a good description of how I feel.
Get any easier from here.
Hail once again, O Nightwings. My son Elmer tells me you have treated him most graciously. For that, I am most grateful. Father, I said no such thing! But, as we all know each other well now, I suggest we dispense with further interactions for the time. We must not let our hearts take sway when we are here to honor the scribes. Lay listens intently to all this, then... Oh. You're right, Mr. Oldheart. I never thought of it that way, but you're right. Almer? When all of this is over, someday not too long from now, and the scribes are satisfied that we have served them well, then will you be my friend? I don't know. Okay, I know you mean that too. Until then, may the scribes protect us all. May the scribes protect us all. Okay, that was positive. That was a relatively positive interaction. I'm back. Sorry I'm late. I'm ready now to do my part, however I can. Yeah, don't worry about it, Lay. I think you're sitting out this one. Okay, we're definitely running Volfred. I like Volfred with the Scribe Rock a lot. Who else could use a little boost? Yeah, I think probably Gilman. Gilman with his great big super jump talisman should be pretty good.
Sir Gilman.
And nobody else really needs it. We haven't run Headwind in a while. Yeah, I don't know. I guess we could run Lei, because she actually is going to hit max level. Yeah, let's go ahead and do that. Plus, she's a good scorer. She's just kind of like all around pretty good. I still don't use Sudden Grasp, and I still really ought to. The problem is rarely grabbing an unoccupied orb. Okay, I think I'm ready. Oh, you know what? Maybe we shouldn't have run her here, though, because, you know, I don't know that she wants to personally defeat Almer. Let us stand together now, my son. Always, father. I'm ready. It kind of actually sounded like he said father there.
Commence. Dolben banished.
Okay.
In honor of
Wow.
the scribes.
Their imp's self-banishment aura is huge. Oh, well, I ran right into that, didn't I?
What happened there?
What happened there is that it's just really hard to get past Wolfred. Ah!
Wherever did the Nightwings go?
I was already inside of his aura, so I didn't really have a lot of options there.
Flies true. You seem unable to stop these people. Quite strange.
Too slow to jump, as always.
Glory.
Boy, he really does fly, doesn't he?
Do you believe you can prevail in this? You haven't. Lay down.
Ooh. I got really lucky there that one of them dispensed with his aura, thus removing his ability to expand his friend's aura. Ah, that's not what I wanted.
Headlong goes Sir Gilman.
I did not intentionally pick up the ball with Wolfred there. It landed on me. Well.
Both banished.
Alright, let's just be cautious here for a minute. Oh, that was pretty slick, actually.
A shameful outcome. Dalbert flung the orb into
He was doing a good job of repeatedly dropping the orb, so I would never be sure what his what the status of his aura would be from moment to moment. There we go, that's what I wanted. I was trying to get to Lei. Well, I just cast my aura in the wrong direction. Oh, I do not want the ball right now. Oh, God. Ah! Thought maybe I could get past.
Dalbert dispatched with ease.
Oh. I almost ran directly into him as he got his aura back. See, I have to put more effort into banishing, especially the imp, even when he doesn't have the ball, just so that I don't have to worry about his, just so I don't have to worry about his aura suddenly being returned to him. Oh. That was a good play. I feel like I actually was, like, in there that time.
Alas for Lay. 'Twas but a
Oh.
little splash.
Wow, yeah. They landed from their jump and immediately threw it. The rite has only just begun, O noble Nightwings. We know you shall soon bring your best to bear. Okay, that's not as supportive as... That was some sneakily not supportive stuff. Hey, I definitely got you with my aura there. It's... well, I did run right into that. Oh, I ran out of stamina. All that jumping power doesn't matter if you don't have the stamina for the jump. Gilman.
Dalbert banished.
Ooh. Alright, that was a little close. Man.
Lay did it.
Alright, all we have to do is get a reasonable shot. Gilman can also...
That and we are finished here. Dalbert dispatched with ease.
No, no. Oh, alright. That was a little, that was a little hard. Sorry that I didn't have a lot of commentary going on there. I was very focused. Very focused. Trying very hard not to lose yet again. Alas, that the scribes did not heed our prayers this night. Come, Almer. We are needed here no longer. Yeah, sorry guys. Okay. Blessed are the scribes, whose eternal wisdom shines upon us through the stars, and illuminates the path to our salvation. Wait, what did I just say? Why, that was strange, but I feel so invigorated now? Alright, so we could pick up fling the orb faster and farther, or no charge up time on sprint and jump. Actually, I get caught by the wind up on the jump a lot, because basically my reflexes are not fast enough to jump as soon as I should. So this might really help me with that. Okay, he just needs a little bit more enlightenment.
May misfortune find you ere the turning of the stars.
Yeah, that dude's attitude is starting to make a lot more sense now that we actually know something about him. Back at the Black Wagon, you find the lone minstrel examining your fellow exiles after they vanquished the Fate after a few close calls. It is plain to you that none of them look well. The lone minstrel notices you there and turns to you. Reader, the faster turning of the cycle of the rites has put a strain on everyone. We have multiple cases of banishment sickness this time. It is unfortunate that your other companions it is fortunate that your other companions are available to conduct the coming rite, because I fear that this group here requires rest. You bid Volfred a swift recovery, and he nods weakly in response. You exchange a look with Lay, who seems exhausted after the last rite. As for Sir Gilman, it is clear to you he wishes to be left alone right now. I don't know what you're talking about, he looks fine. You leave the lone minstrel to look after them and turn your attention to the stars that remain shining in the dark outside. Well, that's a bummer. The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. So, hold on, we gotta look at Volfred's planner real quick here. If people are gonna get banishment sickness after every match now, so that I have to keep rotating people, that has some serious implications for planning for the Liberation Rite. So we only have one more normal rite left before Liberation. The people who don't have banishment sickness right now... Like, I really want to use Bertrude in the next Liberation Rite. Because apparently I am completely reliant on her, her protections when we're getting weaker. So we want to not use her in the next match. It would be cool if we could keep, like, Lay, Bertrude, and maybe Pamitha available. Although, if it was Lay, Bertrude, Gilman's pretty good. I'm still not great at using his slash. So I don't think I do want to challenge the Pyre Hearts, right? I think... Well, right now it would be the Fate that we play against next time. The Dissidents are fast. We could match up against the Dissidents and intentionally lose, which would make them our opponents in the Liberation, right? But maybe I'm okay playing against the Fate. I don't really want to dunk Dalbert out of Liberation right in front of his face, especially right in front of Almer's face. Maybe I boot a match to the Dissidents for the purpose of not having to play against the Fate in the Liberation Rite because of what that might do to Lay and everything. Especially if Lay's the one who's going free. Although, if Lay's the one who's going free, maybe the Fate would feel less bad in that case. I honestly don't know what to do. You know what we should do? Is we should play against the Dissidents, not lose intentionally, If they want out, if they want the spot in the Liberation Rite, they can earn it. That's what the Nightwings are supposed to be for anyway, right? The sort of ancestral purpose of them. Alright, let's do it. And we'll see how things go. I see it's time we met again with Barker and the Dissidents. We can make for the nest of Triesta at first light, my boy. Let us recover through the night for now. It is too late to do much else. Yeah, I know the cycle. I know how it goes. Hey, Gilman. How you doing, man? You find Sir Gilman searching intently for something or other. His eye is shut tight, his brow furrowed in deep concentration. He acknowledges your presence in the most minimal way possible and continues scanning the environment. You shall have to forgive this knight's impertinence to you, Master Reader, for he is on the hunt at this time. Using his acute sense of hearing, which is much more acute whilst underwater, but shall have to suffice in this case, he shall track down a most elusive character. A character who has eluded this knight time and time again, and from whom this knight seeks to learn still superior evasive strategies, applicable when next he may conduct the rites. Hold! Is that... Boy, I hope he's not looking for Lei's little brother. You have no idea to whom he is referring when... Stick it up, worm! You're caught out! Could have wrung your neck just now, you know? Oh, this knight has failed again! Alas, Master Rookie, once more you have outwitted this poor knight and outmaneuvered him. Please, you must reveal the secret to your speed and cunning. Take it easy, chum. You're not half bad yourself. Besides, I was getting pretty sick of running circles around all these slowpokes before you showed up while we were out at sea. Do you truly mean that, Master Rookie? But no, it cannot be, for this knight has nary seen anyone as deft and fleet of foot as you. Certainly, it must be advantageous to possess 4 feet, while this knight has but 1, if so it may be called. And yet, we all are born with necessary means, and we all must make do. Look, chum, you gotta stop being so hard on yourself already. You ever thought maybe you ought to give yourself a break once in a while? Never! This knight deserves no break, not while there is honor to be gained! He is merely a worm, one of roughly 8 billion of his kind. Thus he must strive to be remarkable, and to exceed what is expected of him. Guess what, chum? You went and did that already. I thought all you Sea Dominion types were just a bunch of meatheads who didn't care for nothing but a fight. But you've been downright decent. Even made me break a sweat a couple of times out there, when I thought maybe we got somebody quicker on his foot than me. The point I'm trying to make is, it's been good having you with us. I always say, it's worth having someone quick around to keep you on your toes. For a moment, you wonder if Sir Gilman is about to weep. You know, honestly, even I'm a little touched. People say that about me a lot. Sensing the same, Rookie immediately changes the subject. Now, come on, you want to go another round or what? There's some good hiding spots outside where I can show you how we curs get the drop on unwary passersby, in a very honorable way. This knight would be most honored, Master Rookie. As the two of them head off to further train together, you catch notice of the Book of Rites there in the wagon. The rites which so stress trust and reliance on one's fellow exiles. The 8 scribes likely did not envision Sir Gilman and Rookie in particular as conductors of their sacred tradition, yet perhaps theirs is the sort of kinship which they had in mind. Yeah, I think the scribes would be basically down with this. Hameth is helping Tizo with something. Bertrude is just avoiding everybody. You know, Sir Gilman's doing what Sir Gilman do. Nobody's up to anything particularly fascinating. Hedwin's doing the dishes. Seems like all he gets to do lately. I haven't let him be in a rite in a very long time. All he does is cook and then clean. Alright, let's go see Barker. You know, there's no way for them to know. But if Dalbert and Elmer did find out that we threw a match intentionally on their behalf, I bet they would be none too pleased about it. The unmistakable remains of Zilvius Horseheaded, which protrude from the ash and fire there below. Some have taken it to be a work of sculpture, reader. Yeah, I know better. She broke the land beneath her burning hooves, whinnying vengeance. The tale of a titan felled by Saint Triesta Tithys. That is more unbelievable than the thought that some daring exiles over many years carved the titan's visage out of stone. Be that as it may, the climate and the cliffs are home now to exiled harps, such as the Essence, whom you faced here when you first arrived. Even they do not know all of the locale's sacred significance. Alright, where are we landing here? Headwind is interested in going through Highwing Cove, while Tizo would like to go to Blackshore. You know what? We haven't done anything for Tizo in a while, I feel like. I'm gonna put Headwind in on this next right so that he doesn't doesn't have to feel quite so useless. Together with Tizo, you venture forth into the sweltering confines of Blackshore to ensure the path is clear and check for anything of value. Tizo seems happy to be out and about for a change. You sense Tizo's spirits lightened to some extent. The survey is brief and uneventful, leaving you with enough time to pursue your vocations on your return. Oh, cool. And Tizo has plus hope. Yeah, like, Headwind, Tizo, somebody, that's a fine team, and we don't necessarily need any of them for the Liberation Rite. I do think study in private is probably the way to go here. So we've generated some quickness for our fellow exiles. You locate a secluded area nearby where you should be able to study the Book of Rites. Through greater understanding comes the reader's influence. I don't think the size of our aura is usually a problem. And those moments where only one person is left and I'm just like dancing back and forth trying to play goalie until somebody else respawns are definitely the most stressful. So let's grab some hope, shorten those periods as much as we can. You concentrate on the substance of the words and teachings of the Book of Rites, such as you understand them thus far. Inspiration comes to you in a flash. Whether from the book or from within, you cannot tell. Okay, +1 hope. It's certainly something. Looks like the rights are coming a lot faster now.
You are
Oh,
nothing, reader. Nothing but a mindless simpleton. Your every action is a stain upon the legacy of the 8 scribes. The rites have been a long-held secret to keep out those such as you.
you wake from what little sleep you managed this past night. Once more, the voice tormented you within your dreams. You attempt to rid your memory of it. If the voice truly is that of the Archjustice Androboles IX himself, as Wolfred indicated, then none of you are likely to receive too warm a welcome should you regain your freedom. Yeah, we'll be alright. Oh, what's this now? A messenger imp tracks you down in the dense foliage of Black Basin to bring you news and rumors from the other side. Yeah, this is not going to be great. This report's subject is Tamitha, blood sister to Pamitha and stoic leader of the Essence. She was liberated at the fall of Solium, her transgressions all forgiven upon her return. And yet, old enmities remained, in spite of Commonwealth tradition, or because of them. Tamitha found herself held up in many rounds of questioning, each less informal than the last. All concerned the movements of her sisters in the Highwing remnants. Refusing to cooperate, Tamitha demanded safe passage to her native lands, yet remains detained. She holds that her own blood sister must have thwarted her once more. Meanwhile, the Essence are refusing to conduct the rites with any other race, and have not found a suitable replacement. You suspect you shall not face them in the rites again. Yeah, I mean, I could have told her that the other side was not going to be any more friendly to her than this side was. As you finish reciting the imp's message, you take notice of Pamitha's reaction. I'm worse than dead to her by now, I think. Nonetheless, I'm grateful she's returned, and I'll try to hold out hope she'll be the wiser for it. We thank the messenger imp for delivering its news and let it make good use of some of the Black Wagon's facilities before watching as it flutters off toward the horizon. Yeah. Things were never going to go well for her. There's no version of this that ends with her getting to go back home, right? Hey, Ron, I got some more of those mushrooms for you. Oh, hey, you guys, you just missed some other customers. I sold them some of my best stuff. Not better than the stuff I sell to you, but if you run into some guys with good stuff, you know where they got it. Permanent gains. I mean, those would be cool to get. Those would be cool to be able to afford someday. Well, I have 2 mushrooms this time. What's up? Doing it. I mean, we still could sell Solium's Horn. I don't know that this is ever going to be useful again. And extra points of bonus stats are good. I both love and kind of resent this period of not knowing things, Nah, we're fine. We're fine. Thanks for the cash, Ron. That's how you get a repeat customer there, Dad. You give them a deal. Alright. Honestly, at this rate, we might even end up doing the Liberation Rite in this video. Once more, you have returned to the nest of Trieste, and your companions stand ready beneath a still night sky, awaiting the commencement of the rites. You overhear some of their words to one another as you await the signal in the stars. You said we have to face the dissidents tonight? Tizo's trying to get Lei to look up at the stars. Just then you observe a glint of starlight that begins to shine above, and your companions soon fall silent. We could probably still run Shaxx. How do I feel? Like, I'm trying to figure out how much I want to win this. The thing is, it would be cool to get people to level 5. And Hedwyn's close. Although I didn't actually take note of exactly how close, because we could definitely know how much extra enlightenment we need. You know what? We'll just go ahead and run him. It's fine. His thing is not such a big deal. We can usually get past the enemies if they're all gathered up around their goal. That's not the thing that's dangerous.
I am still very cross with you, you know.
Oh, I know.
To think I saw in you a worthy heir. Not just to the legacy of the Nightwings, but to the future of the Commonwealth. That traitor Volfred. Only a fool would be seduced by his audacious promises and his dangerous ideas. That, dear reader, would make you a fool. I have no choice but to explain it thus, so even you could understand. Now for this blasted rite. Some of us still have our duties to uphold.
Oi, so it's you again, is it? You kicked us down before, but now we're gonna pay you back. The dissidents. Let us show them what the Nightwings can do. Oh, they're familiar. Don't you worry about that. Alright, so...
Who shall besmirch the Nightwing's name?
It's getting real touchy. So I think probably I want to run Bertrude, Lei, Hamitha, or Bertrude, Lei, Volfred? Something like that for the Liberation Rite. So that actually leaves us with a lot of people to work with. We could go Hedwyn, Tizo, Ruki, and for sure be able to use any of the combinations of people that we want to play in the Liberation Rite. And then also, like, Hedwyn, Lei, Ruki, or Hedwyn, Tizo, Ruki is just a good team. Yeah, let's do that. Pretty sure we want to use Hedwyn and Ruki with their unique talismans.
Ruki.
And then Tizo... This isn't so necessary, right? Because Rookie comes back when he scores no matter what. Well, I mean, I guess the big danger here that this is the danger that this is specifically countering is us getting all removed by aura casts and stuff. So yeah, maybe it's fine to leave him with this. Yeah, I like that.
Predictably decided.
Tizo is fired up and ready to take on the dissidents. So we want to try to score with Rookie as much as possible. Been itching for another go. Let's have it, mates. Tear him to shreds.
Commence.
Ah, couldn't jump fast enough. Oh, good tackle. Oh, I ran right into that. Nope. Got tackled. Man, they are fast with those aura casts. Hey! Boy, it sure looked to me... I guess he must have jumped. It sure looked to me like I ran right through him with my aura up. Ah! Well, this is looking to be a walk in the park, mates. Alright. It's important for us to remember that the outcome of this matters, like, precisely not at all. Boy, you really slide. Ah! I didn't have any stamina left. I tried to jump.
The orb quenches the flame.
He stopped outside of our pyre and just waited for me to respawn. What a jerk. Just showing off. Damn it. Well, that didn't... I was hoping to catch the ball. So let's just sit here and cast at each other, shall we? Oh, I almost made it around him. Oh, this is a tough play. Yeah, I was recovering from the aura cast animation and I couldn't switch who I was controlling again. Okay. Hey, we got one.
Yes. The orb engulfed him.
I can't believe that worked. See, they're starting to play a lot more defensively now, which is not really playing to their strengths. Ah, too slow to jump. Ah.
With grace.
Whew, I'm really glad that guy ran out of stamina right when he did.
The Nightwings edge closer to victory. Yes.
Wow, they hardly even tried to stop him there. Alright. If we get a score with Rookie...
The flame remains.
If we get a score with Rookie, we will win. He does do 20 damage.
And it is done.
Ooh. Alright, we rallied. We figured it out.
Again. Meanwhile, their adversaries wallow in defeat.
I don't know, after Barker said that crappy thing and taunted us,
Done.
it kind of seemed like his whole team started playing really defensively, which is not, not really playing to their strengths, especially given that their auras are pretty small. Oh, you think you're better than us just because you beat us fair and square here, is that it? Ah, at least you got my blood to boil a bit. I mean, that is what better means, yes.
This experience.
Alright, so he's going to level up off his next right, I believe. Rookie... Okay, Rookie does hit 5. I was going to say Rookie might miss it by a little. And here they said old Rookie Greentail wasn't ever going to amount to anything. Ha! I mean, not that they ever said anything like that about me, since, as you know, I'm very well regarded where I'm from. By everyone, in fact. It's okay, Rookie. I totally believe you. Alright, man, jump a second time while airborne is cool, but my guess is that my ability to steer is pretty poor. And this, we've seen other teams use this against us. This can be very powerful. Then again, how often do we actually manage to catch enemies close together while aura casting? You know what, I'm going to take the double jump. I think a lot of the enemies are too smart about their positioning for that aura blast thing to actually work out very well.
Now go and wallow in the downside for a while.
Alright, maybe this is a mistake, but I actually feel fairly confident about our next liberation rite. I think I can get there. There proves little time for rest at the Black Wagon after your fellow exiles thwarted the dissidents with aplomb. Those afflicted with banishment sickness seem to be doing better at least, and express gratitude to Headwind, Rookie, and Tizo for their efforts. Just then, the lone minstrel appears before you. No words escape his lips. You can guess full well what he has come to indicate to you, and follow him back out into the darkness. Oh, I know. It's time already. The stars above seem to be few and fading, and yet one still shines, defiant. Alright, let's try this again. Now, it's worth noting that the plan is actually getting fairly likely to succeed already, even without us sending anybody over. It is going to be the Fate. We've never lost against the Fate. But also, I'm going to feel bad beating them. So, our options here are win and feel like crap, or lose and feel like crap. Not awesome. You notice that the lone minstrel is standing there with you regarding the night sky. The Gate Guardian and I. We have paid witness to the liberation rites upon the fall of Solium for a long time. We have seen so much. And so, I am a bit taken aback, is all, to see something which I have never seen. You look upon the stars together for a while. Then, I wish for you good fortune and the wisdom of the scribes on your ascent. Is he not coming with us? The lone minstrel leaves you there alone under the night. It has grown very late and you need rest. The Black Wagon shall have to take flight again come morning. Nobody wants to talk. This is what I meant when I said they're coming really quickly now. It's, there's fewer and fewer scenes between each rite. Alright, well, we certainly know the way. Wait. I don't know if there's any value for running into those howlers, but I'm gonna keep doing it. Something appears different now about the Sacred Mountain west of here. The lands near Emperor's Ascent and Emperor's Fall appear ashen. On the other hand, the once precarious regions below, which you know as Temple High Road and Temple Cistern, seem swept clean by the elements. Hedwin observes all this alongside you. Some weather we've been having lately. It's like all the downsides getting ready for the rites to end. Looks like we can make landing closer to Scribe's Gate this time. I guess I'll take it as good news? Less time we spend having to climb the mountain, the more chance we'll have to rest up for the rite itself. I'll go tell everyone to get ready to land. Yeah. Is there any other points of interest around here? Nope, does not appear so. Sir Gilman... Okay, let's go over here. We definitely want to run Bertrude, because I need her defending our Pyre with her horrible, horrible magic. Her horrible, slimy, wet magic. You arrive once more among the fading glory of Mount Elodiel. It appears that Dalbert and the Fate have already arrived along the other route. With some time to spare after having landed, you join Bertrude on a brief expedition to the monument of Molten Melith. The ancient gods, I warn ye now, dare ye not toy with Sandalwood. He puts much stock into thy teachings. Dare ye not undermine his plan, for it is there not simply for our benefit, but to honor ye, assuming ye deserve it. You return to the wagon once she has finished paying her respects. You have occasion once more to pursue your vocations. Okay, hey, that's handy. Bertrude already does a lot of damage to the Pyre, that's nice. So, that's kind of sweet. That she's beseeching the gods on behalf of Wulfred. Like, don't you dare break his heart. Hey, Bertrude. She's gonna know we were listening. You approach Bertrude just as she has finished polishing the various bottles, flasks, and vials that your fellow exiles have collected during your travels through the downside. The evidence of thy travails, how brazenly ye put them on display. You tempt these lands to swallow you. She lets out a long breath, which I guess is what that sound was. Nonetheless, these trinkets stir our memories, not merely of these lands, but of the country whence we came. Know, reading one, that we are here because of Sandalwood. We met him long ago within the southern bogs. He offered many courtesies, and in exchange we found agreeable. We sought then certain reagents, necessary to our studies of the heavens and the earth. And he knew where to procure them. Yeah, he knows a lot of stuff. In exchange, we were to boil for him our finest inks, a certain recipe, notorious yet secret. Its stain could never be removed. Oh, but the Commonwealth misliked it. 'Twas then we first began collecting samples of the regions of the downside, for Sandalwood was ever true to his word. Long had we studied this accursed place. Black Basin, the chaos of the deathless tempest, the richness of the bogs of flagging hands. Lands so far away, and yet they called to us. If Molten Melith was able to traverse the downside in its entirety an age ago, then surely 'twas not beyond reckoning that we could do the same. Furthermore... But she hesitates. It matters not, reading one. Thou hast indulged our tales long enough. For now. She slithers away without further explanation. She seems reluctant to discuss the circumstances of her past with Wulfred. Yet you sense that she is here by choice. How else would we, who could possibly compel her? Alright, well, let's grab some more black cap. I mean, honestly, I think we're ready to do this. So here's the question. Should we study in private, get everybody another point of hope, or should we mentor because we can push Wulfred up a tier? I think we should get Wulfred up to his next mastery. Certainly, I would appreciate your point of view. You find a remote spot where you and Wulfred can discuss any of his misgivings or fears about your journey or your fellow exiles. The conversation gives perspective and relief. Okay. We needed that. The rites demand we act as of one mind, in perfect unison and harmony, and free of any doubt. I have grown more accustomed to being a part of the Nightwings of today. Alright. So what were we going to pick up after casting? No, not that one. Here we go. Spawn, the sapling spawns quickly and gains a larger aura. I've mostly been using it as area denial, not as an attempt to actually like hit people with it, but maybe that's feasible with this mastery. When we can speak of fear out in the open, we come closer to achieving freedom. Our struggles are not ours alone to bear. Well, alright. I feel like we can do this. To be fair, I felt like we would be able to do the last one too, although I was less sure then. I really think we should be able to pull this off, and I think Dalbert's less likely to cheat. Again, you stand before Scribe's Gate, where the Gate Guardian regards you all above an archway carved from stone. The exiles of the Nightwings. You must know by now that once the stars no longer shine, the rites shall cease. For now, step forth. Except for you, Tariq. You stay right there. Greetings, Celeste. The Nightwings are prepared. And as for me, you shall not blaspheme under the gate again. Do we understand each other, Tariq? Aye, Celeste. I apologize for my behavior before. I shall adhere more strictly to my duties. Be sure of it. Now, each of you, come forth. Please state your names and what it is that you seek, whilst crossing Scribe's Gate. One by one, your companions cross the gate until it is your time to do so, and you follow them in turn. The Gate Guardian regards you all, then waves you through toward the summit. The 8 scribes bid the Nightwings welcome. Go forth, with glory. Am I free to accompany them, Celeste? Or shall I remain here? She looks at him a while. You are free to accompany them, Tariq. As you will, Celeste. Until we meet upon the summit, then. Boy, I wish I had any energy or attention left for whatever is going on between the two of them. We got things to focus on here. All right. Oh, it's you guys. Well, come on in, I guess. You got here right on time, because I was just thinking maybe I would close a little early here, you know? Business has been real good, and everything, it's been a little slow in spots, a little slow is all, and so I was thinking maybe I should do a sale. What would you say to that? It is important from an economic standpoint to not undercut the value of well-crafted goods, or a good, well-prompted sale might be just the thing to shake things up at the slug market. Here's the thing, I'm like relatively certain we are his only customers, and I would like a sale. Yeah, do it. You suggest to Falcon Rom that a sale might be a good idea to liven things up a bit. Well, I guess maybe that's a way to look at things, and so then I'm gonna think about it, stew on it a while, but no promises, okay? So, you buying something here or what? So I actually did accomplish one of the challenges during that last game, so we have a little bit of money to play with now. The bearer can banish adversaries by flinging the orb into them. That would be really useful. Okay, so we could totally buy a permanent stat point for somebody. We also haven't quite maxed out a couple of talismans that I'd like to max out, and we could afford to do that as well. Yeah, the Lanthorn still needs 4 levels to be maximum, to be reliable. Reliable is important. And we certainly have a couple of other unique trinkets that could use some more leveling. You know what, I'm just going to buy as much Stardust as we can afford. It's weird that these are different prices. I wish I had a little bit more money and we could just buy both of the scoops. You know what? I'm not using this Moon Crest, and this will give us enough money to buy both of the scoops. Okay, I feel pretty good about that. He should too, probably. Thanks for stopping by, guys. That's weird. Why did that reveal a page? Huh. Well, you know what? We got time. Let's do it. Once more, the time has come for the Liberation Rite, where one among you can go free if you prevail. Freedom is likewise at stake for your adversaries, the Fate. As your companions gather under the fall, awaiting the commencement of this vital rite, the lone minstrel finds you and regards you in his calm fashion. Night is falling. These moments, prior to each commencement, I must admit, they give me pause, knowing so much is at stake during the trial that is to come. Tell me something, would you, reader? To ease the waiting, for us both. I have traveled far and wide, even beyond these lands. However, the Commonwealth, I know only through word and song. I sometimes think on what life would be like out there. If you are not ensnared within this place and free to roam your country, what would you have done with all your days and years rather than striving here under the stars? Boy, that's a good question. I'd like to think so. I'd like to think that I would have fought for freedom. Perhaps I would have gone where it is quieter and peaceful and enjoyed the stillness. That is extremely not me. The waters past the border of the Commonwealth. Therein lies a freedom you would have sought. No, nope. The simple life on the farm may have been your calling? No, absolutely not. Okay. This is the only one that fits me even a little bit. Perhaps it was inevitable that you were to be cast into exile. You cannot abide the state of things within the Commonwealth. There's so much needing to be changed there. It seems, then, that you would face a greater challenge there than even here. Your Commonwealth. It sounds to be a country rather set upon its ways. Of course, that is the nature and ambition of the plan of which you are a part. May your actions here help bring about the future you desired on the other side. So the plan's at 59%. If we have 2 more liberation rights even, this one and one more, and we nail them both, I feel pretty confident that the plan should succeed. Also, it's possible that the plan never fails. I really don't have any idea what the shape of this plot is going to be. Just then the lone minstrel looks forth, and you see that it is time. The stars above, though faint, begin to burn. Alright, obviously, we are going 0 Titan stars into the liberation rate. If I succeed at one of these, then maybe we'll consider Titan starring the next one, maybe. It's really just a show-off move. Style points are real points, though. That's why they're called style points.
The stars that yet remain aflame align once more over the sacred fall of Solium. 'Twas here that the 8 scribes ordained the glorious tradition in which you now participate. The glorious tradition which you and that instigator Wolfred seek to undermine.
Damn straight.
My sincerest hope, your adversaries in this liberation rite achieve instead what they desire. May the fate soon quench those flames of yours. Let us get on with the proceedings then.
I will say this. If we lose to these guys, if we lose to the Fate, at least I won't feel terrible about what I have unleashed on the world, right? The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. I concur. The pyres burn, and each of the triumvirates is present and prepared. Then, anointed one of the Fate, come forth now and declare yourself, and pay any respects you have unto your adversaries, the Nightwings. The bent old cur Dalbert steps forward and struggles for a moment with his mask. Greetings, good heralds. I am called Dalbert Oldheart. It is the greatest honor of my years to stand upon this sacred site upon which the 8 scribes first anointed these glorious proceedings. Nightwings, we are honored to be in your presence once more. Father, they are our adversaries, not our hosts. We need not be so gentle with them. They shall do their utmost to keep you from your freedom. Dalbert, your son speaks out of turn. Control him. My sincerest apologies for his unnecessary outburst. Ulmer, please. We have worked toward this opportunity, and we must make the most of it. He puts his mask back on. My son and I stand ready to begin. Yeah, I mean, if we lose this and Dalbert goes free, I'm fine with that. Nightwings, on whose behalf shall you conduct this liberation rite? Choose quickly. May you heed your heart in making your choice, reader. I trust you are prepared to play the hymns with me, Tariq. Listen, I don't know how I chose to pronounce his name. It was pretty much arbitrary. Always, Celeste.
Whom do you endeavor to return?
Okay. So maybe it's like the people you choose, it's whoever has the most enlightenment, and then whoever else is within X distance of them or something. Because now we have 4 choices. When in the past, I believe it's been 3. Well, we're bringing Lei. And I think we are going to do the quickness crest. She should be a very, very good scorer now. Alright. And hopefully this will lessen the amount that the Fate are upset by a loss if they do lose, because they like Lei. This time, I think I'll finally go home. I think maybe I will.
Who shall stand with her?
We're definitely going Bertrude and Wulfred. So let's max this thing out. Yeah, that's Bertrude's, no question. Yeah, this stubborn flame is something I really should be bringing to every liberation, right?
Bertrude.
We shall ensure her passage from this place. And Wulfred with presence is probably the way we're going to go here. Yeah, we don't need to use the Stardust right now. We'll hold on to it for the moment.
Wulfred.
I like how disappointed Brighton was by that. Let us, this time, send Lei on her way.
It is done.
We give thanks to have this opportunity to face you, O Nightwings. Now, let us strive to our fullest capability, with honor and with grace. Save your strength for the right, Father, and for the voyage home. Let this be our final battle against them. Yeah, it probably will be. Alright, so Wulfred first, plant the sapling.
Commence.
Yeah, there was no way past for him. No, you. Ah, still too slow, actually. Ah. That really didn't push him back as far as I was hoping. Oop, overjumped. Okay, we're fine. Okay, it's still, the aura on the sapling still comes out pretty slowly. She does a lot of damage. You can do this, Elmer! I believe in you, and so do the scribes! Wait, what? What is this? What are you talking about? This is the Liberation Rite. What are you doing? Lei pulls at her mask. I think you're my friend, Elmer. And so, I'm hoping for the best, for you, and for your father. He believes in you, and so do I. But we have to do our very best as well. And I know we cannot all prevail, only the Fate or the Nightwings, but not both. Not both. Almer looks on in stunned silence. The outburst seems to have disarmed everyone. We all have to do our very best, and then the scribes, they're going to watch over us and make everything okay. You'll see, Almer, you'll see. She puts her mask back on as the Liberation Rite continues. Whether her words flustered your adversaries or emboldened them, you cannot tell. Also, the music's getting pretty intense right now. Okay. Stand Wulfred far enough forward that he's connected with the aura of his sapling. So we can hide behind the sapling's shield while we wait for an opening. I missed my shield. I tried. Ah. Wulfred's back in 3. That's enough time. We'll be fine. Oh, wow. Good jump. Hear us now, O noble Jomur, for we beseech you. Surely we cannot prevail without your aid. If ever you have heard my prayers, I beg of you, please, smile upon us now. Whether from his prayer to the scribes, or simply from Dalbert's resolve, something comes over your fellow exiles here. If they are banished now, they shall not soon return. Oh. Alright. Well, let us be cautious.
They claim to honor this tradition, and yet their claims seldom ring true.
Okay. Alright, Bertrude will take him down in one hit. With anybody else, it'll take two, I think? Or with Lay, at least, it'll take two. Good smash. I'm stuck. Crap, crap, crap. Ah! I keep getting caught. No, nobody gets anywhere near it. Ooh, good shot. Wow, yeah, Volfred's gone for, like, all of eternity. Ah! Wow, they're much faster than we are. Well, they'll score this time, but we're still ahead. Oh, that's right, they're slowed while we're banished. I forgot about that. Okay. Oh, you're kidding me! How do you get speed so quickly? Ah! I missed. Missing my aura casts in really embarrassing ways here. Actually, let's run her forward. Okay. Gertrude, or Bertrude rather, has a very impressive dunk. She's got some authority on it.
Rather convincingly, I must admit.
Whew, alright. I feel good that I was finally able to win one. I don't feel great about who it was against.
The scribes have chosen. The exile appointed by the Night Wings shall be free, absolved of all misdeeds, return to glory in the Commonwealth. Her adversary and all others shall remain to carry out their rightful sentences.
Alas, my son, once more it seems that I have failed you. Father, wait! What good is freedom to us anyway if we would be apart? Yeah, that's a good way to look at it. I can go home. I think this means I can go home. She shuts her eyes. By the scribes. By the scribes! But what will happen now to you? To all of you? Can you not come with me? No, no, they say not yet. The scribes, they say not yet, although I think your time will come. Your time will come. And I will wait for you, because I don't have friends back home. At least I didn't used to, so I want you to come join me there, okay? But now, the scribes are calling me, and so, goodbye. Yeah, it's good. Just get on the other side, work the plan. We'll all see each other again. Goodbye. And please, oh scribes, watch over them, okay? Alright, well, it's about time we managed to get her back. We've only been trying that for, like, the vast majority of the series.
As their glorious tradition draws to a close.
Also, I'm pretty sure Brighton can hear me. He definitely knows when I'm about to speak, and he chooses those moments to speak himself. Alright, Alright, his big head's in the way, but he's got to be pretty close to level 4 now.
Now, take your execrable companions someplace else.
Father, wait! Calm yourself, my son. The liberation rite is ended. But, no, how can you be so calm, even now, after what happened? Did you strive this night with all your heart, Almer? Yes, but it was not enough. It was not enough. No, my son. It was enough. It was more than enough. Father. Yeah, I mean, that's an okay outcome. It's not as good as dunking on Manly Tinderstoff would have been, but it's okay. You return to the wagon after having prevailed against the fate in the liberation rite. A fortuitous result. Safe travels to you, Lay. The rest of us await the day of our reunion on the other side. You succeeded in liberating Lay, who returned to the Commonwealth in glory. Our plan approaches a key turning point. Let us ensure it soon comes to fruition, not only for ourselves here, but for our companions and our loved ones in the Commonwealth. Okay, 64. We're getting there. But we have little time now for reflection into this. Look yonder, reader. The stars demand we go already. Let us help them usher in the end of all this. You turn your attention to the glimmer of the stars. Their current rate of disappearance suggests another liberation rite shall be coming very soon. Alright, let's have a look at what the standings are like now. Probably Barker's team is fairly high, but actually the team led by that demon guy is probably coming up too, right? Oh, I kind of forgot about the accusers. We haven't seen them in a little while. Okay. How are the Pyre Hearts so high on favor when their record is 4-17? Alright, so the Pyre Hearts and the Accusers are our main... Actually, the Pyre Hearts, the Accusers, and the Dissidents are all sort of grouped up at the same favor level. So we could play against the Tempers, the Pyre Hearts. I mean, do we want to just try to shut down the Pyre Hearts? If we did that... Oh, the next liberation is right after the next rite. If we did shut down the Pyre Hearts, then it would be Lendl that we play against in the liberation rite. Lendl's not great. He loses to us a lot, but letting Lendl back to the other side also would suck. I guess there's no outcome here that leads to Lendl not being next unless we play against the Pyre Hearts and lose, right? I think that's what we should do. We should play against the Pyre Hearts. If they win, they can hold Lendl back and show up to the liberation rite, and if they lose, then we'll just beat Lendl senseless ourselves. It was this one. Now the stars bid you to return to the cairn of Haub, where you shall stand against the Pyre Hearts once again. Your adversary, Sir Deluge, likely knows the cycle of the rites is drawing to a close. His last remaining chance to earn the favor of the scribes and then regain his freedom likely hinges on the outcome of this next rite. The cycle of the rites is soon to end. The exiles of the downside are striving to be free. The exiles of the downside striving to be free. Your adversaries, your companions, even you yourself, are running out of time. After the liberation of Lay, you find the lone minstrel back in the wagon, looking as though no such thing had just occurred this night. You think you see him tilt his head as you approach. Some words of congratulations are in order for this evening, I should think, reader, and so... Congratulations on prevailing in the liberation rite. surely Lei shall be most grateful. And her safe return unto your commonwealth ought benefit the plan in which you all now play a part. As for your adversaries of the Fate, this must have been a bitter loss for them and Dalbert, although they must have known their chance was far from certain. Thus shall we all await the next turn of the cycle of the rites. Celeste and I are to return to our respective duties for the time, as now Scribe's Gate is sealed. I await when next we shall all meet, when next you may yet live up to the glory of the Nightwings in the eyes of the 8 scribes, which yet shine down for us. He trails off, then nods to you in his cordial manner, and bids you a good rest of the evening. Okay, well that was not terribly helpful. Let's pick some mushrooms, and then I do believe this is where we're calling it for the day here. Thank you guys so much for watching. I have to tell you, I am overjoyed to have finally succeeded in a second Liberation Rite. Come back next time. It looks like we're going to be hitting another one really soon. And we'll see you then.